how can you help your target audience realize that they really need you? I hear this question a lot, so today let's talk about messaging, because messaging is key in this online world. So if you've figured out already what your customer's problem is, exactly how to help them solve it, what their pain points are, what their language is, congratulations, you are way ahead of the game. However, there's still this gap between that knowledge and actually getting them to hand over the plastic and say, yes, they want to work with you. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you two things. One is a tactic. It's a communications tactic. And the second is a mindset shift that you can start opening yourself up to. And that's because I know for a fact that for your business to be successful, you need that combination of tactics, strategy, and mindset. So let's go. For the tactic, there are key beliefs that your customers need to go through in order to work with you. They need to realize that they have a problem, that they have something that could be changed. Second, they need to realize, they have to actually want to change it. The third thing is they need to realize that there's a solution out there, that they don't have to just sit there and wallow in it, right? And lastly, they need to go out looking for that solution, and when they find you, they need to know that you are the one to solve that problem for them. You are their solution. So let me ask you, have you thought through that process? Do you know your customer's chain of beliefs? And in your messaging, are you focused on that? Does each message you put forth move them a little bit closer? Give them the education, give them the information they need, give them the ahas and the beliefs that they need in order to start making that mental shift and get themselves prepared to be at the point where they just say, yes, I want this. You are speaking my language. This is exactly what I need. How can I sign up? Okay, let's talk about that mindset shift now. So often, people in the beginning are worried about losing potential customers. And so they're focused on everybody, and they often tend to feel like they're just dragging people along by their teeth. They know I have the solution for them. Why in the world can't they see that I am the one that can help them solve this problem? Well, here's the thing. Sometimes people aren't quite ready to make that change. They're at a different stage on this chain of beliefs. And the truth is, you don't have to focus on everybody. When you're starting out, you can get really specific and target just the people who are right at that stage of knowing they have a problem, wanting to change the problem, believing there's a solution, looking for the solution, and are right on that cusp of just looking for the right person to help them, or the right service, the right company to help them solve that problem. You can focus your time and effort on those people because they do exist. And that's a big mindset shift. You really need to believe that those people are there for you so that you can seize on the opportunities and actually see them there. Now, when I was starting my business, I went through this series of no's, and it was just so discouraging. No, 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 no. And usually people would say, I just have this event coming up, and then this other thing going on after that, and oh my God, now just is not the right time. The timing's not right. I wouldn't even be able to, really make a go of it with my business. And it took somebody objectively looking at that situation with me to say, well, Jen, would you even really want those people as clients? And the truth is no. Because people that are at that stage in their chain of beliefs, they aren't going to be as motivated to make change, and they probably aren't going to come up with the amazing results that you want to showcase when you are only working with one-to-one clients and you're just starting out and you want the best results and the best examples to showcase the amazing transformation that you're able to help people with. And so if you notice my language now, it's it's pretty specific and it's targeted to those people. So I really don't want somebody, I shouldn't say I don't want somebody, but I'm not going to focus a lot of my time on somebody who's just kind of sitting at their desk in their 9 to 5 and thinking, I don't really like this, and I think maybe there might be something better out there for me. Those people, they're not going to work with a coach. And I was spinning my wheels trying to work with those people when they weren't ready yet. So now if you notice my language, I talk about people who have decided that they have reached the end of their rope. They know for a fact that they are not going to wait another year, let alone even a month, without taking steps in the direction of getting themselves into this fulfilling business that they know is out there for them. And the truth is that those are the people that are most ready and most fired up, most motivated to make change when you get to that level. And so I talk about people that have probably already done a course or even 2 business courses, and they've realized that that's not where it's at. That's not the fastest, the best, the easiest way. The fastest, best, and easiest way is to work with a coach. And they've realized that a course, they've tried some of the other options out there, and they've realized that a course doesn't give them the accountability. It doesn't really move them forward. It only gives them a tiny sliver. It's only going to focus on a tiny sliver of their business building, and that they're not going to have somebody, even if it's the most amazing, complete course in the world, they're not going to have someone there to actually look over everything they do and say, yes, this is correct. You may have the template, but it's not until you actually try and put it into your customer's language that you see if you're successfully following that model. So all of my language now is about these people who have decided they've had enough of it, these people who've decided that a coach is the way that they want to go. And then I'm able to talk to them about my system with tactics, strategy, and mindset that will help them get where they need to go. And so that is what I encourage all of you to do. Get really clear on the beliefs that your customers have to go through and only focus on that kind of messaging and language. And then second, allow yourself the freedom to say, I can focus on this segment. I can spend the majority of my time focusing on this segment of my population, of my potential target audience, because I believe they are out there. I know they're out there, and I can allow myself to focus on those people. And that is when you get the most momentum and you get the most leverage for the work that you're doing, because let's face it, we obviously all have limited time and we want to make the most. We want to be the most of our time, and we want to be really smart about where we're focusing our efforts. So with messaging, think about those 2 things. What's the chain of beliefs, and where do you want to spend the majority of your time focusing on? Where do you want to focus the majority of your time? Great talking to you. See you next week. Bye.